Good morning. It's Katherine. Sunday morning, we've got Angela here. Hello. and Annadette. Hi. Welcome. Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. We're talking about perspective today. Do we have the right perspective? Hey, Waylon, how are you? And so that's important to get through, like whatever you're going through in life, you have to have the right perspective. Hey Mona, hey Lizzie. So many times we are just thinking, oh, the situation isn't right, this isn't ideal. How are we gonna be able to do this? And we're thinking the worst because it doesn't look the way we want it to look. Hey Derek. But you know what? However it looks, we have to realize God is in control, right? And if He's in control, even if whatever is coming against us is throwing us off, it's not throwing God off. He knows. He knew this was going to happen, and He's going to give you. Oh, thank you, Mona. Yeah, it's part of my swag. A little representing here. Um, he knew you were going to be going through this. So, since God knew you were going to be going through this, He's already planned ahead how you're going to overcome, how you're going to get over it, how you're going to conquer this. And He's going to give you the tools. He's already given them to you, they're in you. He's going to give you the tools you need to handle whatever it is, even if it looks like all is going wrong. So, Lily has joined us. We've got Vias and Blake and Eureka. Good morning. So, ideal situations. How are we looking at things? What is the right perspective? Um, so you guys know I have an online course. Hey Sergio, hey Junior, hey Rajas. Is it Rajisi? And it's called You Are Worthy. And I've got a small group going through it right now. I'm kind of calling it like my beta test group. It's like my first group where I'm finding out what people think about it and gonna get feedback and see what I need to do to launch it this year, like worldwide, to let everybody know. Because I only let a few people of my core people know about the course. So, what the heck was my point? I'll remember and then I'll let you know. Okay, we've got E is here, Elaine is here. Hey, Vizzy. We've got Alfonso's, a couple new people that I'm not sure if I've seen before. We've got, is it Skaki from Bangladesh? Alfonso. Frank is here. Top of the morning to you. Are you Irish? Do you have some Irish in you? Um, yeah, so ideal situations. What is the right perspective, and do we have the right perspective with whatever we're going through? Does it pay to be down about something you can't control? Does it pay to not move forward in your goals? Okay, so I just remembered with my online course, there's a woman going through it right now who has had a very tough time, probably the last 5 years or so, because she hasn't come to terms with how she looks, because she's gotten old and she's past a certain age and she's now a senior citizen. Well, sometimes it's easy for us to think that once you hit a certain age, you're not valuable anymore. Of course, we all know that's not true in God's eyes, but sometimes in society, they will make us feel like that. Oh, there's nothing wrong. Okay, are you guys having audio problems? I don't know if I need these in or not. These don't really help me because I can't hear you, so there's no point. Okay, so somebody said something about audio issues. Okay. Can you hear me better? I unplugged these. Maybe this is why you couldn't hear me. Can you hear me better now? Let me know. Somebody
Somebody type in if you can hear me better now that I unplugged my earphones. Oh, Jan's journal. That's better. Okay, my bad. Sorry, I had these earbuds plugged in. Okay. So anyway, I got a request today that Daryl said, I can hear you fine. One of you guys requested that I read today a poem from my book, Poetic Prescriptions for Eternal Youth, and they asked me to read The Perfect Body. So we're talking about perspective today. This is just one example of how to have perspective, and that's why I was talking about the gal that had a really hard time now that she's a senior citizen because she was always so beautiful, thought of as so beautiful. Everybody thought she was so beautiful. But now she's close to 70 and she just, when your whole life you've been praised for your beauty and then it's slowly fading away, right? What do? What is the right perspective to have? But this applies to not just looks, because some of you guys on here are like teenagers. So you're like, what are you talking about? Because you're going to look good for the next 50 years. But this has to do with a lot other things. Dorothy from Wizard of Oz is here. Hello. Okay. So you can hear Timmy yelling in the other room. This is called The Perfect Body. And I'm writing this from the perspective of somebody who's elderly, maybe 80s. Despite what you see, I've the perfect body. This furrowed face did not come gracefully. I've loved and lost and fought so valiantly. So, someone who's got a lot of lines on their face, the right perspective isn't like, oh, my skin isn't smooth anymore. It's really, what have you been through? You've loved, you've lost, you've fought, you've suffered, you've had pain, you've had joy. I was sharing with, I think it was my coaching group, about how I was on set last week and I'm looking in the mirror. We're outside and I had this wig on. And it kept blowing in my face and I'm like trying to pull it. So I'm looking in the mirror, trying to like fix my lipstick. And I noticed these crow's feet for like, I don't know if it was the first time, but it was the first time I was like, oh, look at that. I've got some crow's feet starting up here going on. And it was such a cool breakthrough that I didn't feel like, ooh, oh, these are ugly. Ooh, I better get Botox. I was like, looking at the mirror going, these look kind of cute on me. That's some weird perspectives for someone coming from Hollywood. But I was like, you know what? I kind of like them. They kind of look good on me. I don't mind. So that was, hey, Orly, hey, Karen. So that, that's about perspective. And that's what we're talking about today. We're changing our perspective. Decrepit is what the short-sighted see. So you got someone elderly and they just look at you as if you're decrepit and you're old and there's nothing of value anymore in you. But let's go on to see what this 80-something-year-old is saying. So listen well, though I'm long in the tooth. I've beauty that's renewed from inner youth. When young at heart, it shines to the outside, like beacons full of wisdom are a guide. Have you ever met someone like that seems wiser than their years? They're like old, but they're so like full of joy and wisdom. It's just beautiful. It's like their outside package fades away because there's just something about them. There's something in them that attracts you to them. It's like a light. It's like we're moths and we're attracted by the light. Hey, let's see, we've got the little bride is on here. And then, oh, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce the one that starts with a Z. Oh, no, it starts with an X. I'll say Lee Christil. Yeah, the plant. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Good, Dhar Mann. So there's some new people on here today. I will get to your questions and answers, but I always like to do a little topical, little teaching stuff before. Oh, birdie, the little birdie. I said little bride, didn't I? Sorry. Okay. Lined lips don't quip when speaking what is good. These cheeks still smile, though I am misunderstood. Dim eyes of mine fixed on the good of man, craped neck still turns to God's eternal plan. So she's pointing out people that are pointing out her flaws, like, oh, this is wrong with you. This is, I've got my eyes, I don't see that good anymore. Um, my eyes may be dim, my neck may be all wrinkled, but even though my eyes are getting dimmer as I age, they're still fixed on seeing the good in mankind. Though my neck may be full of lines, it's still, I still use my neck to turn wherever God wants me to go, right? So I'm not letting my perceived shortcomings about my outer package stop me from pressing through, fulfilling God's eternal plan for me. Because think about it. Do you really believe that when you get to a certain age, it's all done, it's all over, like God has no purpose for you anymore? We can't think that. We can't think with such a short window of time. Like in Hollywood, there's a lot of people who move out here and they want to become famous and they want to make their mark on the world and have everybody know them, but they give themselves a time limit. They move out here and they say, if I'm not a series regular on a show in 5 years, I'm moving back home. Well, like, how do you have any control over that? How do you have control over when you get picked up on a show? You don't. There's so many things that are outside of our control. Yes, you can get yourself in the right place at the right time, maybe get yourself a big fancy agent, go to all the networking parties and schmooze. And there's a lot of people who do unscrupulous things to get to the top. Hey, Bob. Hey, Egg Dog. Okay. Clothed in compassion, my fashion is kind. A haughty frame of mind you will not find. A spine that's bent, yet stands for what is right. I use this body to give God delight. Okay, so you get to, maybe you're not wearing the latest fashion. Maybe you can't afford all the nice name brand clothes. Maybe you don't have, but you know what? If you're dressed in kindness, if your fashion is kind and you're not haughty and you're not stuck up, and you know what? Maybe your body doesn't work the way it used to. Maybe you're hunched over, maybe you're bent over, maybe you never had a body that functioned perfectly. Maybe you have cerebral palsy, maybe you have a bent spine, maybe you have something, but even if you're bent over, you can still stand for what is right. You're standing, your stance is it's a frame of mind, it's a way of being, it's how you conduct yourself. Ia says beauty never fades in the elderly. Yeah. Wait till they deepen, Cat. Oh, talking about my crow's feet. Yeah, they'll get deeper. Each decade, they'll get a little deeper. Um, Elena says, I wear what's comfortable and I get treated based on who I am, and I treat my clients the same way at work. Cool. Hey, Current Jam. Hey, Joe Mama. My shoulders are strong to carry heavy yokes. I've inviting arms to lift the fallen folks. Even if shouldering someone's burdens, it's not a physical strength we need. Sometimes we just need strength to carry people emotionally when they're going through something. The strength to do that. Inviting arms. You know what? Your arms may get all crepey and saggy and age spotted, but if they're inviting and they're open to not just lift people up, to hug them, to hold them, man, there's nothing better than that. Gnarled fingers, battle. Spotted hands, still war. I crush my foes, yet comrades are cared for. Gnarled fingers. I look at my mom. Her fingers are starting to get a little bit gnarled. I see it here in the knuckles. Not like full on there yet, but she's her whole life been a nurse. using her. She sews a lot. She does a lot of sewing, a lot of stuff with her fingers, and she's starting to get a little bit of arthritis in her fingers. And, maybe she's starting to get starting to get like little age spots, but she's the kindest, sweetest person, always looking out for others, always going above, doing the extra thing to make you feel special. You maybe have only, oh, I gotta plug in. It's saying my battery's low. All right, let's see if it reaches. Oh no, it doesn't reach. Okay, we're moving. We're moving. You guys are moving with me. Whoa. This is supposed to be on wheels, but it's not very good. Okay, let's try to plug in before we lose you guys. Okay, save the day. All right. My mom will just, you'll say something once like, oh, I like butterflies or something. Next thing you know, she shows up with something with butterflies on for you. She's just thoughtful like that. Okay. These knobby knees still bend to pour out prayers. His word won't waver. I commit my cares. A chest that pounds to bring about God's will. Gut feeling warns of sin by turning ill. So what does that mean? You may be all like, your knees may not work anymore, but that you still bend in prayer. Sometimes people think you have to pray a certain way, that you have to have your arms like this, or your eyes closed, or that you need to bow, or that you need to be on your knees. You know what? It's really about the posture of your heart, more than it is the posture of your body. Some people aren't able to get down and bend and get in those positions. It's really about the posture of your heart. How are you before God? Okay? So this is naming the body parts. I go through the face, the heart, the tooth, the lips, the eyes, the neck, the spine, the body, the shoulders, the arms, the fingers, the knees, the chest, the gut. Gut feeling warns of sin by turning ill. Have you guys gotten to the space where you, instead of just acting out and doing something you know is wrong, you get that gut feeling like, ooh, I probably shouldn't do this. Hey, CJ. Ia says he's starting on a weight loss journey, and you're seeing how superficial people are. It's so crazy. Yeah, when you just go, like, when I go sign onto my Yahoo to look at the mail, it'll be like everything is about outward looks. All the news, like articles that pop up, so and so, 56-year-old, look at her toned arms. Oh, so and so's turning 50 and she did a swimsuit spread. Oh, so and so turns heads wearing a halter. What, like all the news articles that pop up. I'm like, what? Is this what people are really all interested in? I guess some people are. Hey, Victor. Oh, I'm so happy. He said because of me, he has 112 subs. I don't know how that's because of me, but you're welcome. Or you may not be as toned and tight anymore, but you're squishy. You may have a squishy lap. On squishy lap, kids fit to sit and learn. Legs walk the extra mile without the burn. And feet that went where most would not have tread. Away from comfort, but spreading truth instead. You guys know it's not comfortable to spread the truth. You guys know you'll get haters. You know you'll get people that come against you when you want to do what's right, when you want them to leave God, when you want to spread the truth. Thank you, Joe Mama. Okay. Somebody said, I have the same eyes, but green and blue. Cool. Molly's here. We've got Barbie Bubblegum. Hi, Katherine. It's me, Dessa from the Philippines. Well, welcome, Rafaela. Via says you shouldn't try to be someone that you're not, especially to impress people that don't even care about you. But how many of us do all the time? Hey, Colin. Thank you, Rafaela. So what, you guys have some questions for me today? Do you have any thoughts on perspective. Do you have the right perspective of yourself and your situation and what you're going through? Let me turn this light off back here. It's kind of annoying me. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. I'm lucky at work. My friends are great people and they support each other. And they have dances at work. Cool. Yeah, you're right, Barbie Bubblegum. She said it's easy to spread gossip to anyone and ruin someone's life. Yeah, people can be so callous and cruel. Like, why do they do that? um, Good morning, Miss Catherine. Well, hey, Nadine. CJ, you're funny. Uh, should I even read that question? Why are you so amazing? I'm just trying to spread the love of God and break you guys out of your shell. Some of you guys are so worried that things aren't right and things need to be different. They need to be better. They need to change. And that's not necessarily true. Um, Sometimes just forging ahead the way things are. I mean, what's the alternative? To not do anything? To not go for your goals? Hey, Vitzi, things are going good. Raphael asks, what's your favorite Dhar Mann video? What character you like the most and the hardest one to make it? Well, I have a video here on my channel called My 8 Favorite Dhar Mann Films I'm In. You should check that out. But I really like the one I did called, I think it's called Teen is About to Jump Off a High Bridge. But I affectionately call it More Hugs, Less Suicide. That's probably my favorite one. I was on set yesterday, and you guys saw in my stories. That was a pretty fun day. Okay. Molly said, my mom tested positive this morning. Now I'm the only one out of my brother and parents who hasn't had COVID. Okay. Make sure you're, getting your rest, washing your hands, staying, make sure they're putting Lysol on everything that they touch. Lots of vitamin C and zinc. There's a lot you can do to boost up your immune system. Eating healthy foods is one way to keep your immune system boosted. All right. I mean, if the COVID shot is anything like the flu shot, think about it. The flu shot had a lot of testing before it came out. Most drugs and medical stuff it's like 10 years before they put it out. Well, because of the state of emergency, they had to put out the COVID shots quickly, so it didn't get all that testing. What is their efficacy? How much does it prevent things? Hard to say, because the flu shot, when people get the flu shot, 50% of people who get the flu shot still get the flu. So, I mean, if that's any indication, oh, thank you, Lily. I think that was Lily. Oh, thank you for sending me a gift. I appreciate it. So, I don't know. I feel like the only thing within our control to prevent stuff is to take care of our health. And there's a lot of natural ways you can do that. Okay, CJ asks what my favorite animal is. I feel like I don't know enough animals to have a really good answer, so I'll just stick with the typical dog. I love dogs. We don't have one. Maybe someday. I just don't want to take care of a dog right now, and no one else is responsible. Timmy's not responsible enough. Have you ever messed up on camera? Simply asks me. Dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Everyone has. When will you be on set for Dhar Mann again? Yesterday and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, Joe. He says getting the hurts. Colin says, when the actors play antagonists who are racist, homophobic, and every other prejudice known to man, how do they feel? I don't know. I'm sure everybody has a different kind of feeling when they play those roles. Catherine, have you ever? Oh, we already answered that one. So, Lily, whatever you asked, I don't know, because it's been deleted. Let's see. Maybe ask it in a more appropriate, family-friendly way, and then I can answer it. Okay. Let's see. Razul. Whoa! There goes my light. Okay. I had a light set up so you guys could see me, but it just like decided to fall down. See? Someone just asked if I'd ever messed up on camera. How about now? Does that count? I don't know if this is going to hold. If that light falls again, I do have a backup plan. Let me see. Here's my backup plan. Okay. Orly's saying the V word does not help. She works at a school, and there was like 9 of her coworkers who had the C word that you were talking about, the critters, and they all had didn't stop them from getting it. Okay, so let's see. CJ says he's posting a video next month. Which country are you in? Yes, I'm in America. Let's see. And Zaina, why isn't Dhar Mann posting any videos? He took a break because the outbreak was supposedly like really bad last month, and his family got it, and they were in the emergency room over Christmas. So I think they were just trying to be extra healthy. So now every couple days we're getting the tests, the swabs, when we go to set, just to make sure. So they're just being extra cautious, and but good things are coming. Do you guys know that they started a reaction channel? So you guys can go look for that on YouTube. Dhar Mann has started a reaction channel. Kaido and Sean just did one. Colin and I just did one. I don't know who else they had. Maybe Mayor and somebody did a reaction video. So that's that's going to be interesting. Frank says he does not have the, and he's 100% strong and healthy. He even has the strength emoji there. Okay. Let's see. Joe Mama. Oh, thank you. Somebody said I'm their favorite actor. Okay. How often do you stream? Busy? I do this every Sunday, unless something comes up. But I would say 95% of the time I am here every Sunday. Okay. The computer died, shut down, turned off on Friday when I was on a call. Oh, I hate when that happens. Technical difficulties, that can be stressful sometimes. Who is your best buddy or BFF on Dhar Mann? I feel like a lot of you are good friends. I started following all of your co-stars on Dhar Mann from the IG TikToks. I don't know if I have one single person that's like a BFF or a bestie. There's a couple I've hung out with outside of Dhar Mann, but not even like hang out. It was like work related or industry related or working on other projects or been in acting class together with. Okay. VS, the mom should have let Beverly use her credit card to go to Hawaii. You like that video. You bring that one up a few times. Okay. Oh, wow. Joe said he has a friend who's had the critters, the C word, 3 times. Crazy. Ron says it's a big problem. It is a big problem. It's causing a lot of problems, not just the thing itself, but how our authorities are choosing to handle it. Very interesting. Okay. What are your thoughts about being the mom at Dhar Mann videos? You know what? It's better than just being the mom at home because I get paid to be the mom there. No, it's fun and I don't mind it. And there's there's it's a lot of benefits, and it's fun. It's nice to have a regular place to go where you know the content you're putting out is good and it's helping people. Um, oh, so Barbie's saying, "Ooh, what if Dhar Mann cast and crew could visit our country?" Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know Dar's got a lot of big stuff planned for this upcoming year. He's expanding more. As I told you, there's the reaction channel. You can already they haven't posted on it yet, but you can already like subscribe to it. Um, Danny's had some people in his family that have had the C word. Let's see. How come you're the one who typically plays Kato's mom in all the videos when he gets in trouble? You know, Yond, I think because they kind of Dar saw that it was working. Like the video I did with Kato and Brendan, that was the video that broke a lot of their records initially. And I haven't looked at it in a long time, but I think that video where I was the mom of him got like 35 million views, which I think might have been the most they've ever had on YouTube on a single video at the time. So I think he was like, this formula works. Let's keep using this formula, because if you see something that works, keep doing more of it. Like if you work at a store and you see all the all the peanut M&Ms sold out, you're going to keep buying more peanut M&Ms because you want stuff to sell in your store. So I think, with YouTube, when you see what works, you see a formula, you're supposed to keep repeating it. I need to take that advice, but I don't. I see, like when I do a video on my channel that features like anything Dhar Mann related, that gets more views than anything. But of course, I still haven't put one up in 3 months. Sorry. Okay. What decade did you start acting? In 2000. 2000. Around 2000. Um, guys, if you're going to ask questions, yeah. Okay, Angela's just saying, ask me in English. Unfortunately, it's the only language I speak. Speak a tiny bit of Spanish, but whether I would be able to read it and understand it, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Lily. Thank you for the Chinese New Year's greeting. Did you do anything special for the Chinese New Year? Okay. So looks like, thank you, Derek, for the gift. It looks like you're going to have to ask your question in a different way as well. Okay, you should have been canceled. Derek Beamer's order for being so spoiled. I have no idea what that means. Okay, why does Dhar Mann stop making videos? He's still making videos. I thought he was going to start posting right away in February. But as you guys go on his channel on YouTube, you can see when they're scheduled. They're already like, the premieres are already set up and waiting. So I'm not sure why we're waiting. But it's not in my control. Television, yes, 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 Frank. That's for another discussion elsewhere. Okay. Who agrees that Katherine is the best hero in the Dhar Mann videos? Very, very rare I get to play heroes. Oh, we shot something so fun yesterday. It was like a 2021 recap. And it was, maybe you saw it was Chaz and Kaido and Mare and Carlos and Vin and Colin. It's going to be a really fun one. And total tongue-in-cheek. Total parody, over the top acting. It's going to be so fun. Okay. I can take it can take time to get videos perfected and edited. It does, yeah, it does take time. What do you think of Jack calling Angela a piggy bank in the video where he uses her for money? I'm not sure which video you're talking about. It can take time, and I'm sure I've seen it, but that part doesn't ring a bell. Okay, so Rahatul, nice to meet you. Would you want to do another Dhar Mann feature film? Yes, editing lakes. I would love to. I keep dropping hints to them. Like, hey, let's do another feature. That was fun. It's almost 5 p.m. in Scotland. Oh, thank you, Jessica. How do you like the hoodie? You know what? I like it. It's light. It's not heavy. It's soft. Um, it fits good. This is size medium, so there is some room. There is some room in them. I think a small would have been too tight, but I've got a little room to grow. Uh, Hopefully, I don't grow, but if I do, I've got room. Um, okay, so let's see. There should be no such thing as homework. Ah, it depends on what the homework is. I don't know. Sometimes some of the fun projects they would have you do in school where it was like hands on, like when you had to go home and build like a volcano or something like that. I don't know. That's probably. I remember enjoying having to do like the project for like the science fair, and you know how you have the cardboard and you try to decorate it nice. And Molly says I can't wait for Dhar Mann to come out. I'm subscribed to the main Dhar Mann channel, behind the scenes channel, and the reaction channel. Barbie says she can teach me. Uh, how do you say Tagala? Is it Tagala? Let's see. Parody. That sounds like, yeah, you guys are going to laugh so hard at the parody coming out. Yes, Lauren, I do know Guten Morgen. Wie Gates, I do know that because my husband took German in high school. So he knows a little bit of German. It's your first time on my live. Well, welcome, Lauren. I hope you come back every week. So, school is over when the last period is over. Yeah, maybe you're right about that. Frank, tell my bosses we need to go through it all. Okay. What will you be doing on Chinese New Year? Do you have any friends who are celebrating? I do not. I don't have any close friend, like in my inner circle friends that are celebrating. I do have some Chinese friends that are more like acquaintances, coworkers, that kind of stuff. So I'm not like close or tight. So I don't really know what they're doing. VS says I'm talking about the video where Jack is in. Oh, that one. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, what can I say? He was not a good character. Yes, Derek, the hoodie is keeping me warm. As a matter of fact, there's like a heat vent right here, and it's actually a little too warm. But yeah, they're nice. They're good quality. I might get one of the sweatshirts to wear to work. I've got two of them, I think. Well, Timmy got one, and I'm counting his. I got one for Christmas. Do you guys want to see? Some of you guys requested that you see some videos of us of like the kids opening presents on Christmas. I did film a lot of Christmas. Would you guys want to see like a Christmas vlog of like family Christmas? Or should I not even bother putting that together? Let me know. Let me know. Like, is it too, like, it's February. Is that too late for me to put out like how I spent Christmas? It's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to get to stuff right away. I've got so much on my plate. You guys may notice. Sometimes I put up stuff from like a while ago on my channel. I'm going through my videos. I'm like, oh, look, I haven't put this one up. I suppose it doesn't matter. A good message is a good message no matter when it was shot, right? Projects are cool, but when you're done with work, you don't want to work after work. That's true. Bye, Lily. Okay. Angela, thank you for the gift. You're so kind. I appreciate you. Do you remember the scene where you said where Kato said, "That's so unfair"? Then you told him to go to his room in the video, student cheats on final exam. Yeah, Kato and I had a scene. We had a scene yesterday. He was in big trouble again. He just doesn't know how to stay out of trouble. Who is an animal's favorite actor? The animal is a cat, and the actor is you. Okay. Who's my favorite actor? Well, in the non-Dhar Mann world, okay, I've got a lot of favorite actors. How about I tell you whose career I would have loved to have? Jennifer Garner's. She would be like, if I had her career, she's like, has the ideal career. So she got to be on a TV show called Alias, where she got to be all these different characters and all these different wigs and costumes and play all these different things. But then also, which I like to do, but also like me, she got to do fun and silly roles like 13 going on 30. And I was like, man, I would have been so perfect for that role. Maybe they can revamp one and let me do like 14 going on 40. I don't know. But I would have loved to play that role. And now she's doing a lot of family films and faith-based films. And so if I could have any career, it would definitely be Jennifer Garner's career. If you guys don't know who she is, look her up. Okay, let's see. Does your brother speak Mandarin? I think that's what he speaks. My brother speaks Chinese. Is there more than one kind? Am I bad for not knowing? Is there a lot of different? I know in India they speak a lot of different languages. I don't know, but I think my brother speaks Mandarin. He can write it too. I've mentioned this before. He will go to like a Chinese restaurant and he will talk to them in Mandarin. I think that's what it is. And it's funny because a lot of these are like home-owned mom and pop shops. And this is in Minnesota. It's not common for him to speak English. So he'll go in there and they're not expecting it. My brother's blonde hair, blue eyes, and he'll start speaking to them. And the owners who's taking his order, they'll be so like shocked. They go get their kids who are working at they go get their kids. Look at him. How come he speaks Mandarin? How come you don't want to learn how to speak your own language? And he said this has happened to him multiple times where the owners, like their kids grew up in America and they never learned the language and didn't want to learn the language. And so they'll be like brought out and they'll be like, how come this white boy can speak the language and you can't? My brother likes that culture. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen you wear black. I'm not really a black wearing person. I do have black, but I don't know. I guess I'm cool now. I don't know. I have black. Why don't I wear it? I should wear more. You know why you don't see me wear black? They don't let you wear black on Dhar Mann unless you're a bad guy. Like whenever I bring something black along my choices, they're like, no. They always pick the brightest color. I think it's because it's uplifting. It pops more. The thumbnail will pop more and get people to notice it more. Okay, have your children shown an interest in acting? Timmy did for a hot second, but he doesn't have the discipline. No, and I did a commercial with Timothy. Did you guys ever see that? Did you guys ever see the commercial I did with Timothy? I shared it with the people in my You Are Worthy coaching group. I emailed it to the people who were on the call. Okay, let's see. Oh, Orly, thank you for blessing me. Orly sent me a nice big gift. I appreciate it. So Orly is kind of going on she's following some of my healthy suggestions and she's feeling better, which is wonderful. This is, what did I juice? 2 grapefruits and 7 oranges. And it made a full, maybe 32 ounces. Okay, I couldn't do my celery juice yet because were sleeping. And I couldn't wake them up with a juicer. Usually Sunday mornings, I try to juice the night before, Saturday night, so I don't wake people up, and now I have to wait. Do you know that red is auspicious colors during the Chinese New Year? I do see a lot of red when I see the Chinese New Year stuff. And do they celebrate? Am I thinking of the right culture where there's like they have a parade and there's like a dragon and people underneath the dragon? Am I thinking of the right thing, or do I just sound like an ignorant American? You could let me know. I live in Los Angeles. Someone who just asked. Brittany, I love that shirt, and I've worn it 3 times already. 3 times already. Maybe I'll wear it on one of these calls. I'm usually the reason I'm like so casual today is I'm not sure if we're going to church because I hear my husband coughing this morning, so we might just live stream from home. He usually like I'm dressed nicer because I have like my church clothes on. Why are you sitting in the dark? It's not really dark. Look, if I back up, I think when I'm too close to the camera, it fades the background out. But it's not actually dark. I'm gonna turn the camera and show you guys it's actually light outside. But if I'm too close, don't ask me why this is doing this. I don't know the tricks the light is playing, but it blurs out the background. Joe Mama says, I don't like Sundays. Okay. If you're doing science, for example, look for the science topic on YouTube and learn that way and talk to your teachers. Well, not everything you find on the internet is true, so make sure you get lots of backup and verification. Oh, Simply is going to try to make this juice. Oh, thank you. Is it Rizul? Did I say your name right? The Omicron is said to be worse than the Delta variant. Well, realistically, anything that is like, is it called variant? Usually the each strain gets weaker. It doesn't get stronger. If you like look at the science behind everything, usually even in films, spin-offs are usually weaker. It's not usually stronger. So I would check. You don't just listen to what everybody is saying. I would really check your facts on that. It's not typical for something when it multiplies, when it spins off, when it's the next generation to be stronger. It's usually weaker. Okay, let me get to more of your questions. Oh, my parents don't let me have a phone. I'm sorry. Well, maybe you have to like prove you're more responsible or something. Ask them what you need to do. When is the next Dhar Mann video you're going to be in? Well, I've shot 2 this year. I think I've shot 2. I've shot 3 if you count the reaction video. Oh, he's on a school iPad. Okay. What else? Okay, I love Sundays because I get to spend an hour with Katherine. Oh, thank you, Angela. Hey, Roscoe. Oh, thank you. He says I'm one of his favorite actors. When is the next Dhar Mann video you're going to be in? Not sure when they're going to air it. Sometimes we grow in the dark. Many things do. How do you think about being in the dark can affect your mood? Would you believe it's necessary to have light? Yeah, it's actually proven that we need light, and you sleep better if you have light. If you're like home all day and you don't go outside, you actually sleep worse. It's really important to get at least 15 minutes of sun on your body every day. It not only helps with sleep, it helps with mood. It also helps it helps your body produce melatonin. It's very important. TikTok is dangerous for children. I'm not on it. Somebody took my name already and they took my picture in a video. People think it's me. Yeah, I might start one. I don't know. It kind of feels like a waste of time. But then somebody told me my inspirational messages would be good on there. And I thought, well, maybe if I can inspire more people, it might be worth it. I don't know, but I haven't. That's just more time to put into something to take away from other things I'm working on. Courses I'm writing. I've been working on something for the last month, more than a month, called the 6 confidence tips I learned from Jesus. I started out with 10, but then I'm like, let's just get to the core of it. Let's just get to the heart of it. 6 is enough for people to gain confidence. Okay, only cool coaches get to wear that shirt. It's true. Elena says, I have TikTok and I'm 38. I have to go now. Thanks for listening. You are one of the most wonderful actresses I've seen. You are really blessed that you stay the same even though you grow old. Oh, thank you. Can I ask you a favor? Can you do another live here in YouTube and do a shout out with your co-stars in Dhar Mann? I'm so hooked on your show and we always see the word so you see. Oh, Dhar Mann's new studio. His new studio, I finally got to get a tour of it yesterday. His second studio. They have a lot of cool sets. It's pretty fun. What's up?
I went to kick that dog lately. Did you forgot again?
You know what happened? Shar lost the grocery list. So when she placed the order, we didn't know what was all supposed to go on it. But you shouldn't be eating Kit Kats for breakfast anyway.
Mommy, I've been chasing Kit Kat a while.
Okay, well, maybe we can go get Kit Kat dark today, but yeah. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Okay. This is Timothy, for those of you who have not met my child. One of them. I have a little 3-year-old, and then this bro just turned, I almost said 12. You just turned 14, didn't you? Oh, see, we've got Joe Mama. He's turning 13 this year.
That's Lily doesn't mean.
Translate super chat means so here's what Lily super chat means. I'm giving you a Hong Bao red packet and a Happy New Year. Oh, thank you, Lily. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, Natalie says hi, Timmy.
Hi, Natalie.
Okay, Maxima. You got a bunch of people saying hi to you. Who is that guy?
Timothy is wild. Thank you. You know, I play Fallout. If you want to join my stream, it's at twitch.tv/TVTollBlocks.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Molly's turning 15 this year. No, I have not heard of Aiden Lane. He's in a couple Dhar Mann videos. Okay, cool. So he's just going to talk about silliness, though. Say goodbye to him. Okay, you guys haven't asked me a lot of questions today. Normally, you're bombarding me with questions, and you haven't really asked me much today. I will send that message on to Timmy. Thank you so much. It says, Timmy, if you ever feel bullied, just remember who you are and your inner value, and that will make you stronger than anyone else. Thank you. My little one, Elijah, he's a boy. He is 3. He's going to be 4 in June. You guys, I was shooting a director. Well, for my directing class, I was in class to become a director because for a while I was like, should I become a director instead of an actor? I was kind of going that direction. And I shot a video. It's on, please find it. I think it's under, if you go to my playlist, it'd be under film. And Timmy starred in it. And he just was so good, and he was so natural, and he didn't really need a lot of direction. So check out my films on here on my playlists. Let's see, 2742 Ruben Deep is asking me if I write books. I have 3. Let me show you. Poetic prescriptions for pesky problems, poetic prescriptions for eternal youth, and poetic prescriptions for plaguing problems. You guys can download this one for free if you don't have it already. Just go to poeticprescriptions.com/free book. poeticprescriptions.com/free book, and I'll give you this one. And they're all available on Amazon and Kindle if you want them. Let's see. You have inspired us to help the other on here. Awesome. Can you talk about why EQ is more important than IQ? Well, think about it. Think about it this way. What problems do you face? Orly wants to know if I'm going to do more food videos. When I posted that on Friday, I was like, I should just, people say just stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane of inspiration. I'm going to get back to the IQ, EQ thing. Do you guys like that? I see so many people. I do the inspiration, I do the motivation, but I see so many people. One of my posters just fell to the ground. Startled me. I see so many people struggling with mood things, depression things, and different things like that seem mental health related, but a lot of times it can be alleviated or made better with the right diet. So, and people who like productivity, like, how are you so productive? How do you get so much done? Like, how do you have so much energy? And I don't drink coffee, and a lot of people need that to keep going. And so, like, I see certain things like that, and I'm like, man, if you just made a couple changes in your diet to more. Are you telling me to get off my live stream?
No, I can still talk.
Okay.
He's warning you.
You're warning me? Why are you warning me?
I don't know.
Why don't you go put some clean clothes on? Look at this. This is all yesterday's food on your shirt. Okay. So I see things that can be helped if we just, put the right fuel in our body. And so people have been telling me for years I should do you should do recipes, you should do this, and then I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. I just want people to feel good about themselves. And
Oh, you Timothy? Timothy. Good. You can just call me Timothy if you want.
But I realize, diet does have a lot to do with not just how you look, but how you feel, and whether you have motivation and mood and depression. And I saw, Timmy was nonverbal for a lot of his life, and when he was 3, he only had 50 words, whereas the average 3-year-old has over 800. Well, I put him on tons of fruit. I put him on we doing 5 smoothies a day, and I just saw his brain just started to function so much better on fruit, and then his language came in, and the doctors told me that he was never going to walk or talk. So he overcame a lot of this stuff. And I know brains function better when it has an ample supply of glucose. So people that are trying to push intermittent fasting on people, they're just crashing. They're having to rely on coffee.
We got a motivation alert. Why is life boring?
Do you want to answer that question, Timmy?
No, you.
Okay, well, I have another question I promised to answer first. So why is EQ more important than IQ? Well, what problems do you face most in life? Are you in situations more where you're having to deal with your feelings about what's happening or what somebody has said to you? Or are you in situations more often where if you only knew the correct occasion or the isosceles triangle, I have no idea what I'm talking about. The book smarts can only get you so far if you let every negative rude remark throw you off and get you upset.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. If you don't have your emotions under control where you can, function without being thrown off by what somebody says to you or what somebody does to you or feelings, you can't function in life. It's, and some of the book smart things you can always look up, you can always research. But when you're in a tough situation and people have said something and you're like angry for several days and you can't do your work because you're just thinking about what that person said to you, that's personally what I think EQ, your emotional quotient, is more important than any book knowledge, because you need it. You may need book knowledge at certain times, but you need your EQ every single day. You need it when somebody cuts you off in traffic. You need it when your spouse says, "Have you gained 5 pounds?" You need it. Whatever. You need it. I don't need to list all the reasons why you need it, but you need it. Okay. So, guys, our hour is up. And Karen, thank you for the gift. Love it. And I'm going to see some of you guys this afternoon on the private coaching call for those of you who are in the You Are Worthy group. Thank you for all the questions today. I hope this was beneficial to you. And let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of the videos on food. I will show you what's in my refrigerator. I will show you I could do another what I eat in a day. I don't know. I don't know if that's of any concern to you guys, but if you're wondering why I have energy and why I get so much accomplished, a lot of it has to do with not letting my brain crash, keeping the glycogen from glucose going to my brain on a continual basis. That has helped me get off of, I used to drink tea. That has helped me get off the caffeine. Is just, sometimes your energy starts to dip and you don't realize you're either just dehydrated or you need some glycogen. You need a few sips of a smoothie or juice. You don't need to pour in more caffeine, which is damaging your adrenals. It's forcing your body to run on adrenaline. And it's, I could talk about this forever, but I won't, because you guys didn't come here for that. I'm not a food channel. Okay, somebody's asking me, last question, what were you drinking before? Okay, this is 2 grapefruits and 7 oranges juiced. Okay, I will see you guys next week. I'm dropping another video every week, every day this week. Not every day this week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So always check back on my channel at 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Sundays at 8 a.m. for the lives. All right, see you guys soon.